Welcome, everybody, to the All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection networking meeting. This meeting is for anybody, but our focus is on military, veterans, first responders, advocates, their families, or anybody who wants to do business-to-business networking with us. And for the next 55 minutes or so, we start each meeting with a moment of silence. Then we have the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem video to watch, and then I'll talk a little bit about how to find us through the scuttlebutt.club and how to share and also to sign up to be a spotlight speaker. And then everybody will get their 60 seconds to give their business brief about yourself, whatever you want to tell us about your business. And then we'll have our hero highlight. And then our spotlight speaker is Terri Moore today. She always is a pleasure and keeps us on our toes and is very interactive. So I always look forward to when Terri is our speaker. And then we end with an inspirational thought, any announcements or reminders. And so we'll start with a moment of silence. And we start with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you're able to stand, this would be a good time to stand. Oops.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Get this going here. And listen to the national anthem. It's, I think, let's see. So if you go to the scuttlebutt.club, it's https // the scuttlebutt.club. That will, if you pull it up on your phone, it looks like this on the left. And it's an easy way to find the Zoom registration link or to be able to share that with people. And if you pull it up on your computer, it looks like this over here on the right. And also there's an agenda. So if you want to invite people, they can kind of have an idea what to expect. There's also a spotlight speaker form. And if you do fill out that spotlight speaker form, please choose as many dates as you could possibly fill in as a spotlight speaker. So that way, if somebody else has chosen the same date, I don't have to do a bunch of contacting back and forth to be able to schedule you. And then there's also a place to schedule a one-to-one with me. If you scroll further up, that's actually my website. So you can find my information there as well. So I am going to stop share. Terri Moore is we got a full house today. Terri Moore is our co-host. So she's gonna, her voice, hope you've got something to drink next to you today, Terri. But I'll turn this part over to Terri Moore and to Santa Papa John. Santa Papa John is our faithful timer because, you know, Santa, he knows how to do things really quick and he knows how to, he's a good time manager. So if you need to know how much time you have left, either look up in the top right-hand corner of your screen or look on Santa Papa John's screen and it'll show you how much you have left of your 60 seconds. And if you go over, you will hear some music and just wrap it up as quickly as you can from that point. Thank you, Terri.
Absolutely. Well, I hope everyone had a great weekend, and welcome to the new people in our group. We try to have as much fun as we can, but yet educational. And so what I'd like to do is start out with Natalie. Natalie, you have 60 seconds, and please tell us who you are, what you do, and what kind of referrals you need from us this week that can help your business to grow.
Thank you so much. As you see, my name, I am in Metro Detroit, Michigan, 90 something today. A bit of trivia. My husband was in the Army, and my brother was in the Army approximately the same time, Korean conflict, early 50s. And I still have in my trunk as an emergency blanket my brother's 100% wool Army blanket. So that's that. I am a Shackley ambassador. I work with health and wellness with the most proven wellness company in the world. I am interested in helping people, especially now that are overweight. 65% of people are obese and headed toward cancer because that just puts you on the road. And we need a lot of good protein. Dr. Shackley brought out the first plant protein in the 70s, and we've got the best. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I'm in the middle of chatting with somebody. I apologize. Okay. Okay, let's go with Mary Gant.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So who wants to work on their family history but doesn't know where to get started? Or maybe you've collected some information, but now you don't know what to do with it. Forever is hosting a free virtual event this Saturday, the 16th, to just discuss that very thing. It's a free event. You do need to sign up to register, and if you can't make it live, sign up anyway so you'll get the recordings. And I'll put the information in the chat box for you. I'm Mary Gant, your photo coach, because your memories are worth preserving, and I like to help you turn your photo mess into a photo success so you can enjoy your photos again.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Okay, let's go with Mary Ann.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am on my iPad today instead of a computer, so I look a little bit weird. So here's a question. What if you could ditch the distributors who don't add any value, like Target and Walmart and Costco and Walgreens and CVS, and you could purchase your products directly from the manufacturer within 4 to 6 weeks of them being made? So you know that they have no long-term preservatives. That's exactly what you get when you shop at Melaleuca. And we were named one of USA Today's most trusted brands for 2025. So if you don't know about us, it's a great time to find out why about 20,000 shoppers, about 20,000 families every single month ditch Target and Walmart and Amazon and Costco, and they come and shop with us direct. Marianne Guinea, making your life simpler, smarter, and healthier.
Hey, thank you, Melissa. I'm sorry. I'm really
Marianne.
Marianne. What planet am I on today? Okay, let's go with Melissa.
An M following an M. I love it. My name is Melissa. I'm with the Wealth Builders, and we love creating the new art of living and helping families to create their legacy and creating a difference for themselves and educating them on self-development, on 10% savings and the 3 rules and the 3 goals. And we just love being able to sit down and help the 99% of the population that has not gotten the financial education that we deserved in high school. And I think we can all agree with that we have not gotten that education. So we're out here educating our clients on how to get all of those things put into perspective and helping them find their funnel where they need it to be for them, where they need it to be at that time. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's go with Barbara.
Yes, my husband served in the military 20 years, and he also did fire department after that for 18 and a half, so he has 38 years in the fire department. And so that's how I'm related with our heroes. Um, I am in transcription business, and the whole reason I got in it was so that we could travel. We are now empty nesters this year. Our youngest just went to college for this week. Transcription, I do general transcription. It is anything except for medical or legal. You have an audio or video file that you want transcribed, and you want high quality with with all the grammar checks, all of the research facts that are verified, and you want that within 3 to 5 business days. That's us.
Okay, well, thank you, Barbara, and welcome. Let's
Thank
go
you.
with Anita.
Were you saying me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is my very first time being on one of these, and so I came in a little bit late because it wasn't accepting me on the computer, so I got it on my phone, and now I'm here. So, anyways, I hope I'm doing this right. But what I help people do is um, I have a little patch that is good for energy and inflammation and reducing inflammation and anything health and wellness that you need help with. And it's all natural. And it's about, well, it's $100 a month for 30 patches, but this is a little stem cell reactivation patch that works with your own body's heat and light. So if anybody's interested in becoming healthier, um, give me a message, send me a message.
What is the name of it?
It's the X39. It's through LifeWave.
We're very familiar with it.
Okay. It's wonderful, isn't it?
I would like to say, if I could just interject, if anybody ever has trouble getting into the meeting or registering for the Zoom link, make sure that you're using the email address that you set your Zoom account up with, because that's probably why you were able to get in on your phone, because you probably have it logged in through your Zoom on your phone with whatever email address you're using. So, all right.
Sure.
A good way to, sorry.
And please, everybody, remember to put your information in the chat so we can get to know you, and that way we can hand you some referrals as well. Okay, so let's go with Greg.
I'm going to pass today. Thank you, though.
Okay. All right, let's go with Santa Papa. He can do 2 things at once. He's Santa.
I can when I find the right button and the mouse decides to work. All right, folks, I'm Santa Papa John, and how important is family time to your family? I'd love to create some family time with you. And how do I do that? I create a custom created story with your children's name actually inputted into the story that I'm reading. So imagine you and your family sitting around on the couch watching me on the big screen reading a story that I say your children's name in it. Then you're going to get the wonderful memory of mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy. Say it again, play it again, because Santa said my name. So that's only some of the things that I do, folks. But I've also got a website for our wonderful veterans. Thank you all for your service. Meetings, scholarships, and services to help our veterans find the services that they need so we don't have to consistently hear, I'm on the waiting list. We as the country got to do better to support our veterans. Thanks. Back to you, Terry.
Thank you. All right, let's go with Joe.
I'm Joe McKenzie, Brooklyn, New York. You put it where it hurts, it works. It's an all natural product, and it just helps you relieve all discomfort and helps rebuild your body. Short and sweet.
Did you want to name your product?
A sea of gold.
Sea of Gold. Okay. All righty. Thank you, Joe. Let's go with JJ.
Hi, thank you for having me. First time in this group. I found you guys online and thought I'd try it out. So, JJ Ramirez, I'm out here in Oregon in a little town, and I work in the insurance industry. I specialize in income protection of all kinds, disability insurance and then life insurance. Yeah, I work with business owners and partnerships, especially in small family businesses. They just have a whole lot to lose if something was to happen. They say 1 in 4 people will be disabled for a long-term period and not be able to work. And then 90% of those disabilities are sickness related, not even accident related. So I help people preserve, what they have with the products that I offer. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Joe. I'm JJ. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go with Richard.
I hate food.
You're muted,
Richard.
Richard.
You there? Your mouth is moving, but we can't hear you. Now is your volume down? Okay.
Might want to come back and see if.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Go with Timothy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Timothy Joseph from Definition Digital Marketing. So I do pretty much everything online, websites, SEO, and all that fun stuff. But right now, I want to promote our advertising platform, which is going gangbusters right now. And we even did a price adjustment so it's easier to get started. And so with an ad budget of about $150 a month on Meta and then a subscription to our service for only $75 a month, like right now we're seeing people getting clicks on their ads at about 25 cents per click, and we're seeing crazy high conversion rates. And what we found is that when people get started at the cheaper prices, their ads do so well they immediately start ratcheting up that budget. And then we started at lower prices early so that way we can ratchet them up a little bit on the back end once somebody's getting profits out of it. So that's Timothy Joseph, Definition Digital Marketing.
Hey, thank you, Timothy. Let's go with Ruben.
Okay. Where will Mama and Papa live when the time comes? Very, very important question, especially to the families of Mama and Papa. Well, we have a alliance, Senior Journey Alliance, that'll take care of that. I put the link in the chat. Here's the team behind me here. My son, financial advisor. My wife, realtor. We have an attorney, especially Medicare, Medicaid. And we have another elder care, in-home care expertise as well. So if you know of anybody that needs a place to stay when that time comes, scan the QR code or the link. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruben. Okay, let's go with, is there an Adam here? Maybe he dropped off. Okay. Let's go with Kermit.
Howdy, everyone. Kermit Jones. I'm actually a Navy chaplain in the reserves, and I'm a junior, so I was named after my dad, not the frog, but don't hold that against me. I'm actually a business coach, and I work with small to mid-market business owners. I love working with veterans, really to help them increase their bottom line and their profits. A lot of business owners mistakenly focus on revenue, but revenue feeds your ego. Profits actually what feeds your family, so it's what you take home that matters. And so I have a couple of different things that I do, but the one that I really want to share with you guys today is that I have a business growth strategies webinar coming up September 3rd. It's 2 hours. It's no charge. There's no sales taking place at the event. The only sales pitch is if you want to sit down for a free 45-minute assessment, I'll do that as well. And the bottom line is I can show any business owner how to double their profit without spending extra money on marketing or advertising. So that's pretty much it. Love you guys. Great to be here. And this is amazing.
Thank you, Kermit. We're happy you're here too. Let's go with Christopher.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me. This is my first time. My name is Christopher Bravada. I'm a real estate broker from Southern California. My company is Next Home Heroes, and our mission is really to serve those who selflessly serve others. We really focus on our military, our firefighters, our police officers, our medical professionals, our educators, and our social services workers. So as the broker, we take people through the process of buying or selling a home. Once that process is completed and done, the hero has his or her home, and we've collected our commission. We take 20% of our commission, we give it back to the hero. So it's a program we're super proud of, and we really love serving those who serve others. So happy to be here and looking forward to getting to know everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher. Let's go with Kurt.
There we go. I like the ring of that. Let's go with Kurt. And I say there's no business like show business, like any business I know. And you can be the show, folks. We interview you. You can come as a free complimentary offer to be a part of the show, be interviewed, share who you are, what you do, your products, services, your business journey, any quips you have, any jokes you have to tell, any skeletons in your closet. We take it all. And then we get you out there on the YouTube Live, LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Twitter X Spaces, and more. It's all about an exposure opportunity because I want to make sure that everybody that I know knows you. Yahoo! Back to you. Thank you.
I love that. That is so good. All right, let's go with Mike McQuillan.
That's me. Hey, how are you? Imagine you're giving a presentation, and at the end of it, the people in your audience say, "Wow, that was a great presentation. I love that presentation." Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a bad thing because they're patronizing you. They're pretending to like your presentation so they can steal your audience and get themselves in front. But you don't want to speak for standing ovations. You want to speak for standing invitations. When you speak, that audience should follow some kind of call to action. So at the end of my 60 seconds, if you say to me, "Mike, that was a wonderful presentation," I don't mind you patronizing me. But it's better if you follow the link in the chat and register for my next workshop, Storytelling for Solopreneurs. We meet the fourth Thursday of every month. And this month's story is, what crisis are you preventing with your business? It's interactive, it's a good time, and no patronizing allowed. I want world peace for all the children.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, let's try Richard again.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Had to go in and out, happens at times. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Richard Brooks out of Clarksville, Tennessee. I'm a business and health consultant, and I help you turn your connections into loyal paid clients. Reach out to me, talk to me. I like to either Zoom or talk on the phone. I have no idea what is happening in your life until we talk. So, again, my name is Richard Brooks, and I enjoy helping people. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. I'll go next, and then we'll hear from our fearless leader. So my name is Terri Moore, and I'm a certified transformational coach, a national, international speaker, and a best-selling author. And I'm all about helping individuals remove emotional triggers from their past, starting at childhood all the way up to present time. Because if you're still stuck in your childhood, it's very hard to move into reach your highest potential. So you're going to get to hear me in just a few minutes and get to know me better. Thank you. Angela.
Thank you, Terri. I always look forward to it too. And as for my business brief, I'm Angela with Starship Solutions. I have several different services that I offer, but my foundation is teaching financial education from age 8 to age 108. If you are not financially independent and if you do not make money while you're sleeping, you can learn something. And so I teach from the book, How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker, and How Money Works for Women, Take Control or Lose It. We also have one for the younger generation called How Money Works for the Next Generation, which is really cool. But I also offer financial services and do not charge for that. Happy to sit down and do a financial needs analysis. And I'm also a Legal Shield associate, credit repair. I can help you with that as well. So, and also business funding. So I hope I can have one-to-one with each and every one of you.
Yes.
All right. And let me share my screen, get us back going here.
Let me just say this. I believe this group is really strong on setting one-to-one meetings up with everyone.
Yes. Yeah, if you there's about 20 of us here, and so you take 20 times 20 times 20. It's a lot of one-to-one meetings. So, well, you got to deduct some anyways. I'm not real great at math unless it's got a dollar sign in front of it. So, but anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for keeping within your 60 seconds. It's great to learn about, especially our new people here and people who've we haven't seen in a while, who've come back. So happy to have you all. Today, our hero highlight is Terri Moore's brother. Do you want to take a minute or two to tell us a little bit about him and his service?
Sure, I'd be glad to. So my brother, Bill Bracken, and he was in the Army for 7 years, and he was in the Vietnam War, Vietnamese War, anyway, and he actually was injured. He stepped on a landmine that pretty much blew his face face up, but with reconstructive surgery, he was okay. It did leave him definitely PTSD to the max. But he was able to receive a Purple Heart as a result of that. And I'm very proud of my brother. He passed away last year in a boating accident, but he'll always be my hero as far as in the Army.
Thank you, Terri. And we honor him today for his service. All right, and Terri is our spotlight speaker today. Terri has been my coach. She's also one of my very best friends, and she's definitely helped me in a lot of areas. And I always love listening to her speaking, and also her book. If you have not gotten it, Face to Face with God, My Best Friend, it is a very good book. It's not only got her story woven into it, but there's a lot of very practical, good, helpful information and motivation, inspiration, all of the above. So, Terri, I will stop sharing so that you can see everybody. And if y'all, do you want to keep it as a gallery view?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Fine. All right. Thank you, Terri. Santa Papa John, can you set us at, is 18 minutes good?
That's good.
Make it 17. I forgot because you already did the hero highlights. So yeah, 17. Thank you.
Okay. I'll talk fast. Well, thank you, Angela, for texting me last night and let me know I'll be the spotlight speaker today. So I am going to be looking at my notes a little bit because I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this. But today I'm going to talk to you about 9 ways to recharge when your emotional tank is empty. So do you find yourself in constant state of overwhelm, stress, chaos, fatigue, and you know that your emotional tank is empty? Can anybody relate to me? You just raise your hand. Okay, come on, I need some interaction here. All right. Yes, absolutely. And when our emotional tank is what propels us through the day. So, oh, thanks, Marianne, for raising your hand, or Melissa. It enables enables us to have meaningful relationship with others. It drives our intuition, creativity, and compassion when our emotional tank is full. Your emotional tank is what you drink to access a place of rest and tranquility so you can recharge. But let me tell you something. Every business client that I have coached, they don't know how to keep their emotional tank full. They get down to the very, very end of the bottom of the tank, and then they're realizing, I'm really fatigued, I'm tired, I'm frustrated, and they don't understand why. So hopefully today, this will shed some light on it. So it's hard to care for other people when your needs aren't met, right? But it's also hard to keep your emotional tank full if you have a lot on your plate. Now, I'm talking to entrepreneurs here. Who doesn't have a lot on their plate right now? Raise your hand. Yeah, exactly. But most of us do, right? All the time. Well, you know, there's small changes that you can make throughout the day and the week that will help you refill your tank. And we're going to talk about that. So number one, and Angela is recording this, and I know she'll send it out. And so I'm going to try to go as slow as I can. But the number one is claim alone time. Too many entrepreneurs don't know how to do that. And you're speaking to one that is trying to learn to do this the best. Solitude is so healing. And so when we schedule alone time with our thoughts and process our thinking, it's going to help us recharge and start to fill that emotional tank back up. However, so many of us don't know how to be alone with our thoughts. And I learned a valuable lesson. I've been on vacation 2 weeks in different places, and I could not disconnect. I could not disconnect no matter what. When I was at the ocean, the only thing I could do is look at the ocean because I couldn't see my phone anyway, which was a great thing to happen. But one of the things I'm finding out is that I got so much on my plate. I've got clients coming in. I've got a movie premiere night that's coming up August 23rd. And I'm just telling myself I need to be on my phone constantly looking at things because I don't want to miss anything. How about you? Is that you? Okay, how late do you work in the evening? Let me give you a little bit of advice here. If you're married or you have a significant other, are they getting upset about you being on your phone or checking your emails? So I have a side note here for the spouses. If you do have a spouse like that, like I do sometimes, when they go to the restroom or they go into the kitchen or whatever, that's when you can check your phone so you're not getting them upset. Now, I know that sounds really stupid, but it actually has happened. I have a lot of clients that come to me and they say that their spouse gets very upset when they're on the phone past a certain time. So I am learning to try to turn everything off by 6 o'clock at night, but then I will check my phone periodically, but I'm not on my phone constantly. So that also gives me that alone time. But claiming 10 minutes of true alone time each day can have a dramatic effect on your emotional health. So let's talk about number two, embrace the power of no. How many of us can say no? Okay, not too many. Okay, well, we live in a society that tells us that we need to be yes women to get ahead and yes men to get ahead. That is so far from the truth. People pleasing is ingrained in many of us from a very, very early age. It can start at age 6. But sometimes a no is just as empowering. Remove the pressure of having to be everywhere to do everything and help everyone. That's what's going to help fill your emotional tank up. A lot of times back in the days, I would always say yes. Terri, can you help me with my wedding? Yes. Can you babysit? Yes. Yes. But then I got resentful towards myself because I didn't have the security of who I am today to say no. But when I started saying no, it was very empowering. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. And if I had it in my schedule to do, I would certainly help. But I don't feel guilty when I have to say no. And it all stems in from our security within ourselves. So the other thing is, if your emotional tank has become empty, skip the task that you can and practice self-care first. Okay, so many of us do not know how to practice self-care. But then this is where you're going to find your opportunities. You're not going to be so drained that things are going to just pass you by. So number 3, determine what you want. When your emotional tank is empty, it might be a sign you're out of alignment with what your heart desires. Ask yourself this simple question: what do I want out of my life? What do I want out of my life? The other thing is, take inventory of the tasks and events you put into your daily energy. Some of us are fatigued because we don't prioritize our task, and that's what we're going to talk about next. Number 4, prioritize your obligations. Once you've realigned with your intentions, take some time to think and look at your current and ongoing obligations. I'll try that again. Which one drains you? Okay. Which one will empower you? Are they optional or mandatory? Make a list to determine what activities or tasks you'd be quite happy never doing again. And Ruben can laugh at this one, but that is simply, I don't like technology. And if I never had to learn it, another thing, I would be so happy. So then give yourself the power to remove the burden from your shoulders. That's not easy. That's not easy, but we have to give ourselves permission to let go of the things that we're carrying and figure out how to either delegate or learn to say no, or, maybe some of you make that A, B, and C rule. A, priority; B, I'll get to it; and C, put it on the back burner. Whatever you have to do to prioritize your obligations is going to help you to fill that emotional tank back up. Number 5, take time off. Now, how many of you have been on vacation this year? Oh, wow, just a few. Okay. The ones that didn't raise their hand, do you feel like your emotional tank is on empty right now? Somebody's shaking their head. Okay. Somebody's not shaking their head. Okay. So that's great. But, taking time off is without running errands, working on the side, otherwise crowding yourself with, different schedules every day, helping your kids, whatever the case might be. Taking time off, whatever it makes you happy and unapologetic, selfishly, please do it. Many of my clients come to me and they feel, and when they start out with me, they feel like they just can't, they don't deserve a massage. They don't feel that they deserve to spend that money on themselves. And that's really a sad place to be. But, anyone definitely can take time off for yourself. As far as finding an outlet, that's the most important thing. Men, I don't know what it is about hitting that golf ball, but they really can relax and let go. Or playing basketball or playing with your friends. For me, I like taking walks with my dog. That's an outlet for me. Or, going and my husband and I go out dancing almost every weekend. I definitely pay for it the next day, but we have fun. The other thing is set a timer for 10 minutes and sit there. Think about your thoughts. Think about your life. But don't get on your phone. I'm begging you. I know what this feels like. Number 7, ask for help. If you feel like you're stuck and you're not moving forward, then by all means, reach out. If you need to hire a personal development coach, then I'm your girl. If you need to hire a business coach, We have somebody on here, right? We have Christopher on here. Am I right? No, I'm not right there. Is that you? No, somebody else. Okay. Kermit. Kermit's raising her hand. Me. Okay. The other thing is, one of the reasons why I am a resilient woman today is because I asked for help. Because here's my story very briefly. I was raised in a dysfunctional family. I had parents telling me that I was not good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough, not skinny enough. And I believed those lies, okay? Like many of us has. I had a brother who bullied me in kindergarten. The first day of kindergarten, I had a little boy walk up to me and say 3 things that held me hostage for remainder of even into my adult life. This can happen. 1, why does your clothes look like why does your clothes look like it's been put in a dumpster? 2, why does your hair look like it's been in a light, like you pulled in a light socket? And 3, why are you so ugly? And here I'm cute. I have curly hair. I have a nice dress on, and I'm ready to rock and roll in kindergarten. Let me tell you something. That little boy stripped me of my self-confidence very quickly, and I was only 6 years old. This can happen. So I want you to think about your childhood. I want you to think about, are there people or circumstances in your life that's clouding your vision today and making you feel just stuck? Back to my story. When I was 27 years old, I thought I met the man of my dreams. He whisked me off my feet. He told me he had been in the Marine Corps for 9 years. We were blissfully in love. 3 months into our marriage, I was going through some pictures of his with his mom, showing me baby pictures. She got a phone call. I was kept going through it, ran across a document that said this, that changed my life forever. Your ex-husband's name versus the state of Indiana penitentiary. I read the document, come to find out my ex-husband killed a man, cold blood, dragged him into the woods to die. And my ex-husband was in prison for 9 years. You talk about your world shattering like glass. It just, the bottom of my life just fell out. Okay, so that wasn't bad enough. And then 2 days after our divorce was final, in the meantime, I became a full-fledged alcoholic, a drug dealer, and a pool hustler. And that's what I had to do to cope, to get money and to relax my nerves, because this was a very bad domestic violence marriage. 2 days after our divorce was final, I looked in the mirror and I said, okay, you have got to get your act together. So what I did is I went to a shopping center that I grew around. I grew around with in my childhood, grew up around, and then I also worked in this shopping center as a teenager. As I was walking into the department store, a man approached me with a knife, walked me back into my car, and attempted to rape me. However, thank God he did not. He drove me around in the parking lot, had a knife to my throat the whole time. And when I'm on stages, I share that I don't need any sympathy in what I just shared, because this turned out to be the most beautiful day of my life, because the only option I felt was left is just to pray and ask God to get me out of this situation alive. And I told him, if you get me out of this situation alive, I will turn my life over to the remainder of my days. And next thing I know, the knife comes off my throat. He opens the car door. He lets me out. And there's a lot more to that story. But I sent the man to prison for 30 years. And 3 weeks later, I was introduced to somebody that I grew up, I went to high school with and did drugs with. And she invited me to her boyfriend's Bible talk. And the rest is history. I've been walking now with God for 38 years. That's why my book is called Face to Face with God, My Best Friend, because I feel very strongly that my best friend saved my life that day. And now it's turned into a movie, and it's going to be out in 2 weeks in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm so happy about it. So let's go back to this. Number 8, get more sleep. Who entrepreneurs here don't know how to go to bed early? Yeah. Okay. Now, some business coaches will tell you to put a tablet by your side, like a writing tablet. And when you wake up having this grandiose idea, then write it down. I disagree with that, because you are waking, you're going to put yourself into a different state of mind trying to get back to sleep. Okay? Because entrepreneurs are so smart that we can keep it in our brain till the morning, and then we can write it down. I tried the method. It didn't work. I couldn't go back to sleep for hours and hours because now I'm thinking about, oh, this vision. Oh, now how am I going to have this come true? You know, so forth and so on. So the number 9 is listen to your gut. Preserving your emotional well-being and health comes down to doing what's best for you. Self-care must be a priority to foster an abundant, ever-flowing emotional tank. We are not all wired the same way. Rely on your gut feelings to guide you and tell you what's working and what isn't. You know, I know that some of you may want to be a spotlight speaker in this group, but something is holding you back. It could be fear, it could be rejection, it could be betrayal, it could be anything. I know I used to be petrified of public speaking, and now I am national and international speaker. Still boggles my mind to this day. But you know, if you want to be a spotlight speaker, then please, by all means, step out of your comfort zone. It's not as bad as you think, and we want to hear your story. We want to hear more about what you do as a company, so we can help you serve better. So finally, I always say this quote. John Maxwell states it so well. You've got to leave the baggage at the bottom in order to get to the other side of the mountain. Thank you so much. That was perfect timing.
Thank you so much, Terri. See? You see
Terri,
what I was
that was outs.
What'd you say?
Terri, that was outstanding.
Oh,
that
thank
was
you.
A very good presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Santa.
Very encouraging.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I offer a 30-minute free consultations, so you can just get all my information from the chat.
And I highly recommend it.
Does anybody have any questions?
If you do, raise your hand so Terri can see you pop up.
I can't see anything with
Andy. I see Andy.
My big screen is up, Angela.
Oh, yeah, I started sharing there.
Okay.
It's a thing at the bottom of your computer screen, if you're on your computer, that says raise hand, that you can raise hand, like Timothy did. Timothy, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, so you said your movie's coming out in 2 weeks, so that's just for the premiere or whatever. Will it be available elsewhere for people who can't make it to that in-person premiere?
Yes. As soon as this movie is released, then my film producer will start putting it together on social media. And I'm going to try to get it where we can do a PowerPoint presentation or a video or something that we can show here at this networking group.
Great.
Or you can fly into Greensboro, Timothy, and come to it.
Yeah. Andy, you had a question?
Yes. I sent in my submission to see if I could join the group, and I don't know if anybody reviewed it. But I'm 81 years old, and I'm a former LA County sheriff and a drill instructor, and I was on for a long time. But my mission now is that, like many of you, I want to help the military, the veterans, and so I have created an options trading program and a stock market program. And along with that, I have over 38 years of sobriety, continuous, and I also have a master's degree in family therapy. And I'm going to be an exhibitor at the national conference in San Diego in November. And so I wanted just to spread my word out and let you guys know that I wanted to help. And I'm also looking to hire. I need at least one assistant that can help me get through. I've got two mentors. One is a retired Marine, and the other one is Army down there. He's in San Diego, but they can only offer so much help. But I need to hire someone, and so if you can pass it around, I would love to interview people. Somebody that, if it's okay with you, I'd like to send you paperwork on my mission.
Mm-hmm. Yes, feel free to send me whatever you have. And thank you for your service. And I highly recommend everybody to get connected with that. Andy, you get connected with Terri. Everybody has set up a one-to-one with Terri and Andy. Make sure you put your information in the chat so we can all connect with you.
Okay, Angela, thank you so
And
much.
we are, as far as the information that you entered, I'll be the one to look at that. And if you want to be a spotlight speaker, if that's what the information you filled in, these are the openings that we have. I do need to update that the dates on there. But feel free to drop a note to me, send me an email to Angela Nelson, PPLSI at gmail.com.
Okay.
And I'll get you on the calendar.
Okay,
So just a
wonderful.
couple of announcements before we wrap up. August 16th is going to commemorate, it marks the date of the first official Army parachute jump at Fort Benning, Georgia. The successful jump validated the innovative concept of inserting U.S. ground combat forces behind a battle line by parachute. These sky soldiers represent some of the most prestigious and expertly trained forces in the United States Army. In the U.S. Army, currently 2 airborne divisions operate: the 82nd Airborne Division out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, which is near Terri, right? Or not too far. And began as an infantry division. And during World War I, the 82nd Division activated on the 25th of August, 1917 at Camp Gordon. In 1918, they earned the nickname All-American for the composition of their division. Since the soldiers came not only from all across the country, but several were immigrants too. The 82nd Division represented all of America, as few other divisions did at the time. The 2nd and still active Airborne Division had a short-lived beginning. During World War I, the 101st Airborne Division organized for a short while on November 2nd, 1918. However, the war ended shortly after. During World War II, the Screaming Eagles reactivated on August 16, 1942 at Camp Claiborne, Louisiana. They currently make their home at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Both units have served around the world in combat, peacekeeping, and humanitarian missions. Do we have any airborne here in our group? If you do, raise your hand. Okay, and so today is National Presidential Joke Day. So our inspirational thought is going to be a combination of a presidential joke and an inspirational thought. There are few things in life harder to find and more important to keep than love. Well, love and a birth certificate. That is a quote by Barack Obama. So I was surprised when I saw that. And then I want to thank everybody for coming and stop sharing here so we can all see one another and see if we have any announcements or testimonials before we wrap up. We've got like 1 minute. Any quick announcements, Terri?
I have a testimonial on Mr. Timothy. He graciously donated one of his trip vouchers to my event that I had, Courage to Sparkle. And the woman that won it is absolutely over the top excited. And she is a former client of mine. And I told her that since she won and I'm her coach, she has to take me with her. So has he gotten back with you, Timothy?
Not yet, but then again, I've been just swamped. So I was like, things
Okay.
are finally starting to clear up this week. So I'm gonna try to get something set up where we can get that worked out for her.
Okay, thank you.
Natalie, you've got your hand up. And if anybody needs to go, because I know it's right at 4 o'clock, just want to thank you again for coming. But if you can hang out, we'll be here for a little bit. Natalie.
Well, I was interested when Terri said, listen to your gut. And I don't know if people realize that our gut and our brain are connected by a vagus nerve, which sends messages back and forth all the time. And so it's not just our gut, but it's our brain talking.
Yeah.
That's funny. Somebody just sent me an article about how that all uh, psychiatric issues can be narrowed down to a gut issue. So I think there's probably something to that. And Richard.
Yeah, I won't dump anything in the chat, but I'll just quickly say I'm running currently 3 groups on Lineable, and weekly I host 1 Zoom and 3 Smart Connects every week. So if you reach out to me, I'll be glad to point you to the different groups where the different events are.
Yeah, be sure to connect with Richard because he's the master of networking.
No
Him
kidding.
and Ruben. Ruben, you're next.
I can't believe how he has the time to do that. Hey guys, Mary Gantz, is she still in the room? Wave your hand. Okay,
Yeah,
guys,
right there.
if you guys are still doing in-person meetings, okay, it's very important. Chamber of Commerce, BNI, whatever that is. Be memorable, okay? Show up with a water bottle. Customize it. Mary will show you how, okay? And then you can put your one QR label right on it, and immediately you'll go home with their phone. Give it a try.
Thanks,
Sounds
Ruben.
good. Yeah. I do have a forever account with Mary as my ambassador, and I am so thankful to have that. If you haven't looked into it, I highly recommend it because it's like none other as far as storing your photos. All right. Well, I don't see any other hands up. I want to thank you all again for coming. I'm so happy to have our newcomers, JJ and Andy, I think, and Anita. I don't think we've met
And Barbara.
before. And Barbara. And wait, is Barbara still here?
And Andy.
I think she had, and Andy.
Andy.
No.
Yes, and Andy. And Kermit. Have
Thank
you been
you,
here
guys.
before?
Kermit's gone, yeah.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Awesome.
Joe has his hand up, but
Is
remind
it possible Andy could put his information in the chat?
Andy, put your information in the chat, please.
Okay, I will, and I really appreciate it. Let's help our vets.
Okay, everybody, remember to save the chat.
Yeah,
Save the chat.
that's what I was just about to say.
Don't know how to save the chat. If you're on a computer, when you pull up the chat, which is down at the bottom, it says chat, looks like little bubbles. Pull that up and that will be the chat. And then at the top, it says All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection on mine anyways. And there's 3 little dots. Click on those dots and the top thing on mine says Save Chat. And it will put it into a doc file under Documents under a Zoom folder on your computer.
Okay.
Some people like to copy and paste it into like Google Keep or Word or Google Sheets. No, not Google Sheets.
Chat GPT.
You can
Oh, yeah.
also click on the title and change the name so you know what it's about.
What detects a connection loss?
Mine always puts the date, so it helps me. All right. Well, thank you all for coming, Anita. It was great to meet you, and Kermit. I hope y'all can make it back. We're growing every week, and we'd love to make new connections. And JJ, you too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
You're a beautiful audience.
Good to see you again, Richard.
Thank you, Angela.
I just wanted to say, so like last week I shared my brother Joel and I showed pictures of him in a flight suit. I'm like, that doesn't make sense because he's security forces and then he went now he's command control. But because he got airman or NCO of the year for his MAGCOM, he got to ride in an F-16. I thought it was just getting the suit for a training thing. No, he actually, I was like, oh, what? He got to ride an F-16 for that. I'm like, ah,
That's cool.
still waiting on the results for the Air Force wide one, but I was like, man, doing a lot of things that I'm like,
That's cool.
yeah.
Do you like flying, Timothy?
I know the closest I got to was seeing an C-130 on the runway, and I'm like, man, I didn't I didn't get to fly anything cool. So he had the choice of a F-16 or a I don't think it was an Apache, but some kind of helicopter. And I'm like, what? And I was like, yeah, you go with the F-16, of course. But I was like, and I'm like, man, I never even got to see those.
Yeah. In case anybody's curious on an update on my Marines, Ben is now working on, um, he's in the reserves now, but he's working on windmills up in North Dakota in the middle of nowhere. And Grady is going to be leaving Japan to be stationed at Cherry Point. So this month, towards the end of this month.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
he'll be closer.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Where's Cherry Point?
It's like on the coast of North Carolina. So now I have a reason, another reason to go to North Carolina.
Yeah. Because believe
Another
it or
family
not,
vacation
Angela,
sounds amazing.
yeah, Angela and I have never met before.
Not
Never.
in person.
Not in person. Yeah.
I'd love to get a hug.
I know. I know.
All righty. Well, I'm going to sign us all off. If anybody else has anything, I'll hold on. But
thank you, Angela.
and
Thank
let
you,
me
Angela.
stop. Everybody wave. I'm going to stop.
Have a great week, everybody.
You too. You too.